Hey, good evening, beautiful people. It's yours truly, Tammy B, coming to you with another session of Real Talk with Tammy B and Company, the show where we are recording live so that you amazing people can engage with us via the YouTube chat. So if you are watching via another platform, I invite you to jump on over to YouTube at That's a Woman so that you can be part of our community chat. And disclaimer, we have a lot to talk about tonight. So I may not be able to get to all the comments because as you guys see, we have a full house, but still drop them in the chat. Keep the energy going, keep us all motivated. And I will, if I'm able to, read as many as I can throughout the conversation. Now, before we get started, if you are not part of our community, I invite you to please join us by subscribing as we are here weekly at 7:30 p.m. Eastern with new content. To which, and I also ask if you like the conversation, please support us by giving us a thumbs up, by clicking the like button, and or dropping us a comment or sharing this with others. And as always, I am extremely grateful for y'all being with us. And it's the third Wednesday of the month, and we are having our first Real Talk, Real Men conversation in 2026, but with a spin. Tonight, with the men's permission, I have invited ladies to join the platform with us. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. One of our queens is having a little technical difficulty, but she's gonna get it right and she's gonna be on with us any moment now. And so before I introduce these lovely queens, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge my kings of real talk, which we have my man, Mr. Shelly Sims, who is our resident realtor. Hello, Shelly.
Hello.
Shelly, what's good with you? How was your holiday and what shenanigans you been up to? Because I know you be up to something.
Holiday was good, relaxed, I was just with my daughter as usual, chilling. Story of my life.
And speaking of your daughter, I saw that back-to-back picture you put up with her, Shelly. She is beautiful. That was so cool. I like
Thank
that.
you.
So
Yes, my
kudos to
little
you on
thing.
that.
Yes.
And Mr. William, how are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm good.
How was
Can
your
you hear me?
holiday?
Quiet.
It was
Quiet.
quiet. Hey, listen, I think a lot of us had a
That's it.
quiet
Quiet.
holiday season. So I get it. I get it. And we
Yeah, I only we didn't
also,
even put a tree up this year.
oh, listen,
Can you see me?
I get it. Probably haven't put a
Quiet.
tree up. I don't even know how far back I'm gonna go with that one. Well, I'm glad you guys had a quiet, peaceful holiday. And my man, Mr. Rondi Isaac, who is our chocolate Buddha, our yoga instructor, and more. Hey, Rondi.
Hello, folks. Hi, beside me, folks. Good to be here with all of you.
Guys had a
Yeah,
quiet, peaceful holiday. And my
Hold on,
man,
hold on.
Mr.
Octavia,
Rondi
do me a favor.
Isaac,
Mute
I
the
got you.
YouTube
Isaac.
Man,
All right, go ahead, Rodney.
I had a great holidays. Family. It's all about family, and so that was great to kick it with family. Some I ain't seen in a minute. Um, so that was great. Got to experience MLK just the other day, and that's always special.
Yes.
And then, especially in the Bay, it's funny. I don't know if they do it anywhere else, but they're changing MLK to a day of service, and so there's all these opportunities to go, pick up garbage and and restore. and not sure how I feel about that, but I celebrated the way I wanted to, so I'm all good with it.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, I'm with you, Ronnie. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel it should be a day of celebration, but hey,
Yeah,
we just go with the flow, and like you say, make your choice and choose you and what you want to do.
exactly.
Troy. Hey, Troy.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Can you hear me
We
okay?
are amazing. How are you? How was your holiday season?
Listen, I'm good and rested. I spent some time in Costa Rica. I've been there for a few weeks. And so I just came back, and it's just, nice to kind of sit back, lay on hammocks, and, you know, speak a language I don't really speak that well, but learn some new things. But it was dope. It was dope. It was nice to get away. Nice to just leave everything behind. And, it's also nice to be back to my bed. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
What
see
they
you got
say,
a
no place
tan.
like home. What you say, William?
Yeah, and not only look, not only a tan, I'm looking like you now. I don't have no hair. I cut it off. I came back and was like, let me just, and everybody thought I
That's
was
it.
lying, and I did it. I committed. I was like, listen, I'm not gonna be that guy that's like over here looking like he half committed to it. I was like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do
Yeah.
it and see.
When it's ready to go, let it go, bro. Let it go. Join the club.
But the crazy part is mine still grows. So like it's fine. It's just that. Yeah, I just it's time for a change. I just want to see what it's gonna look like because I know this is probably what it's gonna be as I get older. So, I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
you
might
look
as
all
well
right. You got a tan and you good.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. At least I got, what I'm saying. At least I got a decent head because I could have had one of them square shaped heads. You know what I'm saying? That would have been really bad. So I was like, at least I can pull it off. You know what I'm saying? I feel confident with my bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good with it, but let me
Watch what comes with it.
What you say, William? But look, how
I said,
about
watch
this?
what comes with being a bald head.
Got you. But listen, how about somebody let Marvin Sapp know to let it go? Because I saw a picture. I saw a video. He got the bald spot, the receding hairline. I'm like, he barely have any hair on his head. It's time to let it go. Just saying.
It's so terrible. I saw a guy at the grocery store the other night and he just had the whole sides, and just the whole back was gone and everything. And I really wanted to go over to him and tell him so bad, man, just commit, man. Just commit. Like I did it. Let's just do it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just do it together. Those because he had a good head too. So I was like, man, you would look way better if you just commit.
Just tell him hair is overrated. Just tell him it's overrated.
I understand though. I get it because every man, like we might not have feelings about some things, but our hair, like just like y'all with your hair, we are very self-conscious about it, and y'all don't think so, but we are.
That's fair. That's well, you should. Yeah. But I like the fact that you said, like he had the head for it because you're right. Like those with the funny shaped head. Like one time, I'm gonna share this. One time I got adventurous and I shaved all my hair off, and I realized that my grandmother didn't shape my head. Like when I had my first son, she came over and rubbed his head and rounded it and all that. But then she didn't do it with me. I'm like, that's some BS right there. But all right. So let's get into introducing the ladies of the evening. Oh my God, man. I'm so excited about this show. And listen, Daryl wanted to be with us, but he says December and January are his busiest months. And he really wanted to be a part of this, but he said he should be back with us next month. But the show will go on. So I want to introduce our first queen of this evening, which is a returning guest. Actually, she's a mutual friend. Actually, I met Shelly through this lovely lady. I'm introducing to you all the author. She's an author and founder of Bruised But Not Broken Community Outreach. My girl, Maya Harold. Hey, Maya.
Hello.
Maya, what's good with you, my love?
I'm excited for the conversation. We're gonna see if they're gonna reveal some truth tonight. You know, the whole truth, not just a snippet. We want it from the gut. You know, don't hold back. No.
From the soul.
Yes.
Yes. Love the energy. Love the energy. And
be careful what you ask for.
Oh, I want it. I'm gonna ask for what I want. I don't have no problem with that. Just
Be
get a
careful
real
what you
answer.
ask for.
You know, we don't want the scripted answer. We want the truth. We want the whole truth.
That's why, to the audience, we did not give them the questions in advance. But that point right there. So everything they respond is off the dome. They didn't have time to think about it. Now they may have to think for a minute here, but they did not get these questions in advance. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. My next queen of the evening is another returning guest. She is an author and founder of the nonprofit On Fire. My girl, Janae Harris. Hey, Janae.
Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on?
You tell us. Oh, and let me add, thanks to Janae, yours truly played Mrs. Santa Claus at a Christmas concert last month. Oh, dang, I still keep forgetting to show the picture. I have to send it to you guys. But yeah, I was Mrs. Santa. So what's going on, my love?
Nothing much. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for this opportunity because I'm definitely feeling like Dr. Maya. I want to hear like some truth, okay? Like deep truth tonight for sure.
See, I knew I had the right ladies because I have spice all up in here. Yes, yes, yes. And listen, my next spice queen, my next spicy salsa is a new guest. And for all of those who have been wondering, who is William's wife? Because you know, William be open and honest about his marriage. I know if I was his wife, I'd probably kick him in his kneecaps and some of the stuff he be saying that he be saying on here. So as a matter of fact, I think William has coined, I don't care how mad we are, but I'm not sleeping on the couch. If she's sleeping on the couch, I'm gonna be there too because I need to rub my feet on her. So I introduce you all to Mrs. Octavia Ward. Hey, my love.
Hey. Thanks for having me. And I'm here to make sure William is held accountable for the things he says.
Oh, okay. Look, you be policing him in the chat. So now, William.
Because you know, William gets triggered. So I'm here. I'm here for all of it.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Be ready.
And look, our girl Cola E the Great is with us in the chat. She's like, this is going to be a great show. I gotta hear it. I'm in Walmart listening. I could not miss this. Thank you, Cola. We love you. We miss you. All right, so okay, I'm gonna take a good breath. Oh Lord, Nico says, "Oh goodness, this is gonna be a mess." Yes, for both of her parents. Okay, all right. So listen, just for the record, I'm going to. This is something I want to do quarterly. So if the guys give me permission, I'm gonna bring ladies on quarterly. It may be the same three, or maybe some new group, but I will work those logistics out later. So just be on the lookout. So now, before we jump into our talk, our mental health tip of the day. Y'all know I like to give that. Our mental health tip of the day, weather permitting, of course, because Georgia is on the verge of a snowstorm. Spend some time in nature, whether it's taking a walk, smelling the flowers, or sitting by a tree. Nature can make you feel calmer, and I personally can attest to that. Now, I was going to skip our little fun fact for the day because we got a lot to get into, but when I saw what it was, I was like, nah, I gotta mention it. So for those of you who don't know, today is National Hugging Day, which is a secular day created to promote consensual hugging, showing affection, and the mental/physical health benefits of touch, like reducing stress and boosting happiness hormones. It started in 1986 by Kevin Saborny in Michigan, and it encourages hugging friends, family, and even pets while stressing the importance of asking for consent first. So I know there are times we all can use a hug, and today was that day created for it. So had to share that with you guys. All right, and I got a little entertainment for you guys. I'm gonna play something real quick. I'm gonna play something real quick. Let's see. Look, as soon as I can find it, hold on, because I want. Let's see. Is it this one? Is it this one? Okay, this one. I hope. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Can y'all hear it?
Bro,
Get this video up. Now wait for it.
You funny, Tammy.
I'm looking for the dog. Y'all seen the little dog?
No, we didn't see it.
The people looking for they in a tussle, and Shelly gonna ask the people, did they see the dog? Shelly,
In the
Shelly,
middle of the fight.
please help me with that one. Shelly, please help me with
Hey,
that.
listen.
Shelly, did you really ask these people
Hey,
in the middle of a fight? Did they see the
I
dog?
needed to know where my daughter's dog was, or I was gonna have bigger problems at home. I could deal with the two dudes. I can handle them. I was worried about my child. Hey, and if they wouldn't have answered, I probably would have went over there and like, stop for a second. Let's all look for this dog.
But and the girl was so calm about it. She's like, no, we haven't seen it.
Because she see me sitting there waiting, like, I know y'all hear me. I'm
Shelly!
Yeah, like, hold on now. I got bigger problems tonight than y'all little scuffle.
Like they didn't have bigger problems. Shelly.
Hey, when it come to my family, it don't get no bigger than that.
Shelly, I cannot with you. I saw that, and I sent that to several people. I said Shelly is he is a fool. We don't have no sense.
And I had walked the whole block, so I needed some. Somebody needed to help me.
But Shelly, did you at least find the dog?
The dog, yes, I definitely did. But they was just scuffling, and they was, I wasn't worried about them dudes.
But Shelly, look, Cola said that's butter.
Hey.
And got the crying laughing faces.
Yeah, they outside fighting. What y'all fighting for? This my dog's gone, man.
Shelly, I really can't with you. I can't with you. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the topic, even though we're gonna start asking questions. I want to show you guys this meme, and I think this is a great conversation starter. And yes, Cola, truth. Everyone got to keep it real but respectful so that people will not shut down. Got you. I love it. And that is what is going to happen. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I want y'all comments and anybody chime in. Let's see. How do let me see. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this meme. I want you guys should see it. Now the meme says, when Tyrese had a mental breakdown online in regards to not seeing his daughter in 2 years, people laughed at him and he became a meme. When Kanye West had a mental breakdown on TV, people called him crazy and he too became a meme. The world watched Will Smith listen to his wife tell him live that she had an affair. People laughed at Will. He too became a meme. Yet, folks wonder why men don't open up about their mental health. Any comments on that?
Where's the Michael Jordan meme?
What did Michael do?
He at the most famous meme, meme there is. The crying Michael Jordan.
Oh, I remember that meme. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. And you know, I truly believe men, we're built different, so we handle it different. We have our moments we break down and just usually by ourselves. So if you're in public crying and stuff, you probably deserve a meme after you.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
As a man, yeah, you do. Now, if you lost a mother or your father, that's different. But over.
So what? Over a girl, over a woman, you deserve to be a meme.
3,000%. Because we already men hurt. We already hurt, and we beat ourselves up because most of the time we messed up. So we beat ourselves up enough. You ain't supposed to be in public like.
I can't with
So
y'all.
is that why men don't express themselves like with their mate with a situation that's very vulnerable to them? Is that why they don't like to express themselves?
We do express ourselves. We just don't do nothing long and drawn out. We say what it is, and that's it. Then y'all want a conversation and the reasoning behind it and what stimulated that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we already said it. We didn't like that. It hurt. Don't do it again. What are we supposed to do? Because if we start crying or something happens, y'all going.
That just sounds like something Aquarius would say
next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. My birthday next week.
I am an Aquarius. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah,
my birthday Wednesday. Hold on, wait a minute.
Saturday. And Shelly's is Sunday.
Hey, I'm looking for the date.
Monday.
I don't know, but yeah.
Mine is Monday too.
Monday. Mine's Monday.
Yeah.
Mine's Monday too, Shelly.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna wait till the end to wish y'all happy birthday, but happy birthday. And it is Aquarius.
Birthday.
So shout out to it starts tomorrow. Shout out to the Aquarius.
Okay, we'll take it.
Yes. Okay.
No, it started today.
It is it's a cuss. So okay. All right. So men. So Shelly, you're saying that women have to understand that when you guys express yourself, it's supposed to be we express ourselves, we're done, caveman, beat you over the head, done. And
see this, that's where the problem comes. You threw in the caveman, beat you over the head, and we're gonna catch flack, so we just keep it to a minimum. That's a prime example.
Okay. No, I'm doing this I'm
I understand, but the fact that it even came to your mind means that's a true woman's thought.
We want to hear another man's perspective.
Yeah, I think that's just his perspective at this point.
Okay, fellas.
Who is that? Randy. Yeah.
Rondi. Yeah.
Rondi.
Okay. Rondi.
Rondi.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I feel as though like one of the reasons why men not show their emotions in public, it's not just other men. I think I can deal with other men. It's sometimes the other gender will. True example. My daughter was getting a reward, and she asked me to come up on stage with her because she was like, "Dad, you make it happen for me." And my mom was there and everything. And my mom knew me right away. I started to get choked up, and I started saying some words, and she was giving me the look like, do not let that out. Do not hold that in. And I couldn't hold it in. And my mom was like, "Baby, don't cry in front of people. Don't let that out in front of people." Right? Sometimes it's not men that we have to deal with. It is moms, our aunts who are from when we were little told us that we could not have that type of emotion. At least that type of emotion could not be public. You do that somewhere in private. And so a lot of us still have that residual effect happening with us that we don't aren't can't let those emotions come out in a public fashion. We have to go behind doors or be by ourselves, you know. I think it's changing some. I know more men are accepting of other men being emotional. You know, I know I'm seeing that more often. Um, but I think that's one of the reasons why men tend to not show much emotions.
Well, with that being said, there's kind of two sides to that because men have a problem showing vulnerability in public, but don't have a problem showing aggression in public. That's also an emotion.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
good. That's true. That's good. Anybody else want to jump in?
And I just think
I
that
can't really fight that one. I can't really fight with that one. I mean, I mean that this is true. I mean, it's kind of a both and. Like I feel like on some ends, that's. I mean, I think what Rondi said was also true to some degree. I think we are taught that from day one. You know, be a man, be strong, don't cry, all that kind of stuff. And you know, I don't think we always have safe spaces, and this is one of the things I've noticed about a lot of men now. A lot of us don't have networks of men that we can actually disclose things to. And so therefore, and we haven't had very good examples oftentimes to be able to express ourselves. So you really need some people that you could feel comfortable around, or you know that has to be kind of within. And a lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times you might not have a lot of friends, or your friend group won't allow you to have that kind of, y'all don't have that kind of conversation and camaraderie. We can talk about some football, we can talk about some basketball, but talking about feelings is like, hey man, hey, what's wrong with you, man? Go see a therapist. You know what I mean? Like it's on some other stuff. And so I think you don't get it for that reason too. And then I think as far as like being like vulnerable in front of your woman or crying in front of your woman or something like that, then I think it's also one of those things where sometimes that's also frowned upon, because although you want a man to be emotional, you also look at him sometimes like, you know, like a weak
but not
when that
all
does
women.
happen. So I think it happened. No. I'm not blanket. Let me not blanket that statement. I'm saying, but that is some people do have that, because some women are probably raised to not look at a person that looks weak to them. So that's also a thing. Like so,
That's true.
we got a lot of multitude of issues.
Yeah, I agree with him on that. But then a lot of it is cultural as well. So
Mhm.
it's so many, it's such a variety of reasonings why men don't like to express themselves, why they're not great communicators. You know, sometimes a lot of times they be suppressing their own, they have it in their own mind of why they don't want to talk. And they could be in a vulnerable space to speak, but just because, like I believe Ronnie said, just remembering how he was raised and what he's experienced, it just causes him to be less vulnerable. And so, you know, I don't know. But
I
yeah.
I don't think it's
So
less vulnerable because, like you said, it's gender. Because a lot of, I think we just feel that way about when we're around women. Because if I'm around my main partner, I don't have a problem being like, dude, I'm hurting or whatever, and he'd not, I don't want to use the word comfort, but he'd be empathetic towards the situation. But when it comes to women, like both of you said, it's not all women. So when we're with our main woman, we usually are vulnerable because she understands us. But at the same time, we hear you guys see a man on TV or somewhere else being emotional, and y'all's comments to be like, "Oh, look at this weak ass dude" or something. So
I think
for
it
men, we
depends on
really
the
can.
situation.
Yeah, I think that's your perspective. I don't think all men think that way. I think,
Of course, it's only my perspective or the men I talk to. But when we hear a woman say that about someone else, it automatically makes us be like, oh, "Okay, she don't like that, so let me be tough."
See that?
Mm.
Yeah,
so
and
so can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I have all girls. The majority of my family are women, in my family, but they were strong women, right? Um, I remember my mom telling me when got bullied, said, "Don't come home crying. Don't come home crying." I used to sit in the backyard and cry until I got it all out before I went in the house because my mom wasn't trying to hear none of that. You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to cry. But as I got older and I started protecting myself and doing stuff differently and and she surrounded me around different type of men, she said it's okay to show that kind of emotion, but but I got girls and I'm real emotional because I never thought I would be at this point in my life with children. You see what I'm saying? So I get what Rondi was saying, like his daughter's getting an award. Yeah, I'm shedding some tears. I'm embarrassed the hell out of her. I don't care nothing about all that. You know what I mean? Because those are my babies. I'm proud. And if somebody has something to say about that, they can kick rocks or say it to me. But that doesn't make me weak. I don't feel weak when I show emotions about my children or my grandchildren or my wife or my sister or my female cousins. If it comes about, it comes about. But most men do feel like that way. And I understand what Shelly is saying and Rondé, because we was taught not to cry. Right? Don't cry, don't be a baby. Suck it up. Wipe them tears. So when you start playing sports, and I played football, I couldn't go out there and start crying. Somebody hit me. That ain't gonna be good. I might as well be a cheerleader. Don't take it no other way. I'm just saying.
We got you.
I'm just saying.
I have a question for the men in the group. There's a book that I read called Of Water and Spirit by Malado Patrice Somé. It's an African brother who was here in the States for a while. And in this book, he is talking about rites of passage. And he's talking about it from an African perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And he said in the African tradition, in the African way, is that the kid, especially male kids, have a second parent. The dad uncle is like a second mom. The dad's uncle, your dad's uncle, is like a second mom. And what he meant was like sometimes father and son have these conflicts. And it starts sometimes when they're even young, they have these conflicts. But the brother's uncle, like the dad's brother, is a little bit more gentler with the kid. And they make this connection. I know that was true in my family. That I kind of, there was a period where me and my dad clashed, and my uncle was there, and he was very nurturing for me. When I was looking for that nurturing thing from my dad, he wasn't there. He was kind of had that barrier up, and I couldn't. I was looking for like some guidance. I was looking for this thing, and he just wasn't hitting it for me. But my uncle, on the other hand, was that nurturing thing that I could have. Did any of you have any type of experience like that?
I think that's very true because all my uncles were always more understanding. But I think it was because as men, they seen the toughness coming from your father, so you naturally balance it out. It's just, I think us as men naturally assess the situation and accommodate for where it's less, make up for what's lacking. So if if your dad's real tough, then your uncle's usually like, "Come here, I got you, son. You just gotta, listen and blah blah blah." And vice versa. If your dad's softer on you, your uncle's like, he makes up for, he's the balance.
I had that. I had that as well. It wasn't my uncle, because my dad was one of 13. So, and he was one of the youngest. So my uncles was, when I was younger, they was like 50, 60 years old. So, but my godfather, who grew up with my dad, was that way. You see what I mean? So I he would still be tough, but not like my dad. Because I conflict with my dad on a regular, as we talked about before. But my godfather, he was real gentle until the day he passed. He still would slide me $20 to get some gas in my car. You know what I'm saying? But he still would talk to me in a gentle way, and I could understand and I comprehend. But my dad was always, was always something. You know what I mean? So I experienced that, and I look at it now because I don't have any sons. I got a grandson, but that's what I'm trying to, we work on that now. I got to be able not to be so at my grandson, so he can comprehend that I love him, but you can't do some of the things trying to give him that balance, like you said, Shelly. I got to give him that balance, but it's tough when there's no other person. But I do have friends that I can balance that out with. Like I can go to my, I count them on my hands that I share stuff with, and I can be emotional, I can be vulnerable, and be like, it's all right, because we want you to win. I want you to win. You my man. I want you to win. So whatever I can do to help you win, to get through whatever you get going through, we're gonna get through it. And that's,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
And go ahead. No, I was gonna say I think, and I don't think women understand this, that with men, our behavior is determined by our environment. So if I'm with my partner, my main partner, I could be emotional with him and tell him how bad my woman hurt me, and he's gonna be like, it's all right, blah blah blah. If I'm with my woman and we're in public, my only duty is to let her know that I'm her protector. So I'm gonna always be tough around her so she feels secure no matter what situation we're in. When it comes to my daughters, my daughter could give me a gift and she automatically be like, oh, Dad's going to the bathroom, because I'm gonna go in there and so we know when we could be emotional, when we can't. So I don't think we have a problem being emotional. We just know when and where we can and can't, and depending on the person we're around, we have to give off who we are to that person. So if it's a woman, I'm your protector. Don't worry about it. I got you. Even at funerals, if someone passed, they go to the oldest son and be like, you got to be strong for the family. It's normal.
But see, okay, hold on, y'all. I got to jump in on that. When I tell you that is a statement that annoys the hell out of me. I'm sorry. I am so sick of people telling people to be strong at a funeral. If you lost a loved one, you have a right to grieve and feel whatever it is that you're feeling. We need to stop telling people that. That's just my point of view. I think that also has people messed up in the head. And as a matter of fact, I might have said it on this platform before. I had an aunt who had an aneurysm because she was told to be strong, and when her mother died, so she wasn't given permission to feel. And so that's something that we got to change the narrative on going forward. People need to feel their hurt. They need to feel their pain. Stop telling people not to feel. I'm sorry. I'm passionate about that.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm a hush.
Are linked to us not expressing how we feel.
I think we've gone so far from nature that people forget that men are natural predators. We naturally are king of the jungle, do anything for our family, whatever. So when there's other men around, us being strong isn't because we don't want to be weak. It's just we know when other men see another weak man, it's natural a man to capitalize off that. And especially in family. When family go through it and you see your brother, your uncle, your little cousin weak, it's always that one family. It's like, okay, I know how to get in that circle. And we just naturally as men know how know when to be strong, who to be strong in front of. So don't think we don't show emotions or we don't go home and cry. We just know when to do it.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
I'm going to say sometimes. I'm going to say sometimes. I'm going to help you. I'm going to say sometimes and sometimes not. Like some of us have that. Some of us definitely have that. But I know some men that don't. And I think a lot, like, and I think one of the things that we take advantage of, Shelly, is that we got good men in our circle. We got good friends we can go to with stuff, right? But for those men that don't have that and never had that, they don't have that. And I know that because I talk to their wives, I talk to women all the time, and I see where these men don't have an out. They don't have an outlet. They don't even know where to start. And so part of the problem is they're bundled up. They're holding it all in and never having a place. They're a balloon ready to bust. That's all it is. They just kick more and more helium until they burst. And I see that with a lot of men who don't have, like, I happen to have a wonderful male circle, but I'm also an open man. You know what I'm saying? I can have a conversation with you. But a lot of us aren't necessarily on that tip. A lot of us don't. So it's a mixed bag of chips, because I know men on both sides. I know some men, I'm the only person they'll talk to. But they got homeboys that they've been around forever, and they've never been able to have those kind of conversations. And I hope that, people get there with maturity, where they can have more conversations with their folks, but I also know that just from experience of being around it's a lot of people that just don't have that outlet. They don't even know where to start and begin to be able to talk about what they're going through, their frustrations, their feelings, how to be able to walk through, talk to my wife about this, talk to my lady about this. They don't even know where to start, some of them. So I see where some of the women are asking questions, because I also have had these questions asked to me, and I see where, like, when I meet these guys, they really don't have nobody. They didn't have, most of the time, didn't have a good example either. So, like, when we talk about, like, Rondi's talking about having, like, this whole uncle thing, like, I had uncles, but I can't tell you that, hey, let me say, they were definitely more gentle with me than my dad, I'd say, but I couldn't have a real conversation with them because they were just as closed off as he is. So there's no, that communication barrier was going to continue to be what it is, right? But I do think I could go and have a conversation easier with them than I could with my own dad. I do feel that, but, like, I think a lot of us just don't have outlets either. And so we find other ways to cope, and most of the time that's just bottling it up. So
if I could say this, so I'm the oldest of 8. I got 6 brothers and a sister. I'm the oldest. My youngest brother is 29. And there are many boys out here that can't even be vulnerable with their own mothers. So they don't know how to be vulnerable with a woman that they want to have a relationship with. So the reason why me and William get along so well is because I'm the oldest, he's the youngest, and I'm hyper independent. And that was a issue for us in the beginning, because I'm from the hood, he from the suburbs. He got me from Straight Out of the Hood program. That's where he found me at. And we, had to learn each other. I had to take care of my brothers. And then when we met, I had already had 2 babies. So I was hyper independent. And he was like, you got me now. I'm like, yeah, I know. But this is my cycle. This is what I do. I'm up in the morning taking care of kids. I'm putting them to bed. So he couldn't understand how I didn't want anything from him. It wasn't that I didn't need him. I didn't want anything from him, because I was so used to being hyper independent that, not only can I take care of myself, but I can take care of you too. And I have I have this thing, I'm tougher on the girls than he is, because I'll tell my girls, quick, you have your breakdown. You got 2 minutes. After that, I need you to pull it together, because you got to finish this day out. You got 2 minutes. Then you go home and you let all that out. My brothers, they'll call me all, I'm always emotionally there for my brothers. And they'll call me I'm going through this, and this, and I'll listen to the whole thing. Okay, are you done? You got 2 minutes. Let it out, because you got stuff to do.
So that just proves our point. We were raised to be tough, but it's not done out of anything malice or anything. It's just we know that life is hard, and we do know, whether we want to admit it or not, the softer ones get used and abused the most. So we try our best to make sure everyone around us is tough enough to handle life, but yet soft enough to nurture, that woman, their children, etc., etc.
Hold on, tonight I get to disagree and challenge y'all. So, Shelly, I disagree with that statement, because I think there are some women that are emotionally intelligent and mature to handle that. So I just
to handle what? Like, what do you mean to handle what?
Y'all know what? Don't shoot me. I lost my train of
thought. I knew you did, but that's why men, and we were taught young, choose your friends wisely, choose your woman wisely. Because if you had a right woman, she'll create a space for you to be vulnerable and soft. Mm-hmm. So it's a matter of who we chose, even, and not going against Troy, because I see that all the time too. Even the kids that have no one, I guarantee at some point when they was younger, somebody said, you better slow down, or you better stop, or you better get your base first, you better blah, blah, blah. And if they didn't listen, those are the effects what happens in life. So it's just a matter of what we chose younger, and if we chose right, and there's no right or wrong, but if you chose a woman that's nurturing, she's gonna, if a woman's soft and sweet and all that, to me, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool, so let me tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying? But if she's not, I'm gonna naturally stay in Superman mode and be like, cool, dude, don't worry about it. So it's who you're around that brings out the best or the worst in you, or the hard or the soft in you.
So one thing that I've learned in life and in relationships, men tend to find women that are like their mothers or grandmothers who nurtured them and made them feel comfortable and confident, and said, baby, it's going to be all right. Pick your head up, da-da-da-da-da. But in women, on the other hand, they tend to find men like their fathers, good, bad, or indifferent, right? Present or not present. So if you look at the cycle of what's going on now, is that the relationships, these reality shows, how reality they are or not, but
they're not.
The toxicity and all that stuff is because of what you're used to, and that nobody nurtured you. That part is missing, and so this is where you get that, weakness and softness and the vulnerability, because you wasn't allowed to be vulnerable, or that piece was missing in your life, that you couldn't go to your mom and say, Mom, can I get a hug?
Yeah.
Or your mom just come up on you and hug you, or your dad. Like my dad never hugged me. I can't remember if my dad ever hugged me, but my goddad did. My godfather did. You know what I'm saying? So those things are important now as you get older. As I get older now, and over that 50 age, you look back at that stuff like, damn, I didn't know how profound that was, that little piece. That, and I share with my clients that, when you doing stuff out here and your girls, and you got all girls model what they see. Kids model what they see. And if you are a dad and you out there in the streets and you're a female, you want your daughter dating somebody like you? Think about that. That's tough. If you out here running the street, putting people in danger, this and that, putting your woman in danger, not coming home, you want your daughter dating somebody like you, because she's gonna pick somebody just like you. Yep. That's just what it is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and that's just the way it is. And even when I want the ladies to tell me if this isn't true, but women who are raise their boys by themselves, they naturally want to make them into a man. And since they're not a man, they probably they're extra hard on him because they trying to do what they think a man would do. So the boy doesn't have that kind of space because mom's trying to get him ready for life, which his dad should have been doing. But since dad ain't there, mom don't know how to be a man. She just knows what she thinks a man is. So she instills that in him and the toughness. So of course they don't have an outlet. They, mom's is harder on them because she like, boy, I need you to be strong, not only to protect me and your sisters, but I'm the only one here to teach you how to be a man. So I'm gonna teach you what I think a man is here to teach you.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna be the first person. I'm gonna be the first person to answer that question, and I'm gonna say you're absolutely right. In fact, one way I can relate amongst many with Iyanla Vanzant is I can admit that I was a horrible mother, but I was a great father. Iyanla Vanzant says that all the time. I was not a good mother because I didn't do the nurturing, because I was too busy being the disciplinarian, because I knew I was raising boys in this society. So you're absolutely right. I will be very transparent and admit that. Yes, Shelly. Well, I raised two boys.
Well, I'm raising a son. He's 8, and just for me, I'm a nurturer, and I also find balance because I seen what being a single mom trying to, take on the role as a father, the effectiveness it has on men in today's time because their mother was that way. So my son, he's very he's a just an all around great kid, but he communicates very well, and for him at his age, like mentally, he's in a good space because I allow him to be in that space. I allow him to have feelings. I allow him to, basically just, be himself, right? Without like beating him down. I'm trying to make him too strong, but he's also into sports. He's into sports. I have him with male mentors because at the end of the day, just like I tell his father, I could never teach him how to be a man, but I can still discipline him in a way that is balanced, so where he's not being abused, or he's not feeling as though this is tough. I can't even talk to my mom, or I can't do certain things because I'm gonna be shunned upon, or I can't. So I kind of disagree a little bit, Tammy, but I get it though. I've been raised.
I appreciate that, because here's the thing. This was way before my conscious awareness. So my kids are 32 is my youngest, my oldest 36. So I did it based on what I knew, the tools that I had.
Absolutely.
Based on what I know now, I would do it exactly, kind of how you saying, because I would definitely do it different. I just spoke my truth on that. That's what that was.
No, as you should, because what I was getting ready to say is that I'm the youngest child out of all of my siblings, and I watched my mother and my stepmom do the same thing to my brothers.
Yeah.
And so because of that, and just not only in let's take it a little further in the dating world, right? When you're dating as a single woman, you notice it's like a lot, like all I've been hearing was a lot of what's going on is childhood like trauma. It's like childhood trauma, upbringing, what happened when you were adolescents, or what like Rondi said he was saying, when he went to his daughter's school, even as a grown man, he's still dealing with that type of behavior because it's in his family, right? So for someone who has the work that I do and the observations that I've had just growing up having older siblings, it's like I'm like, I don't want to raise my son that way because I saw the effect that it had on my brothers, or who it had on my cousins, or so I want to do things differently because I saw the way that my mom communicated with my brother, or I saw the way that she disciplined with her. So no, speak your truth. I'm just saying, for me as a mom who's going off of what Shelly said, raising my son, I know that I how can I say this? I'm very adamant about making sure my son does not grow up and grow into being that adult man who doesn't have those type of friends or people around him that he cannot, have a conversation with. He's holding in his emotions, and then he's exploding, he's crashing out, and you get what I'm saying. So I just
love it.
I pride my son on that. That's all. I just want to
I agree with that because I'm a single dad. I've had my daughter since she was 6 months, and she's never seen her mom. So I do see, and she's 25 now. So I do see, like with her, I try to be mom. So I try to be extra soft, and I got to catch myself like, yeah, but this ain't, I don't want you thinking dudes is like, you know what I'm saying? So it just messed up when being in that situation. Now my daughter, to me, she's a whole ninja. She be punking her dudes, and I'll be like, I created this monster because I babied her.
You taught her how to be a man.
Yeah, I babied her like I thought a mom did, but at the same time, I was still a man. So she half, you know, she like, Dad, I have to let him know, boy, you can't be. And I'll be like, boy, I done did this, but you want to come cry to me or something. So it's just, you know, it's just life. To me, I've just learned it's just life. Some people, life is a mixed bag of fruit. Some boys have mentors, some don't. Some women this, some that. It's just,
and
you gotta make the best of it
too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are getting away from actually, just like Tammy, you just said, you know, I'm just speaking my truth. I think a lot of people are still stuck in their ways because they don't speak their truth. It's like they don't want to acknowledge where they currently are in life and what struggles they do have. And so that they can fix it, it's like they're holding on to the negative. They're holding on to, well, this is how it was back then, and this is how I was raised. And it's like, at what point do you let that go? At what point do you start making a change? At what point you start taking accountability. For knowing
everybody don't feel like they need to be fixed either.
That's true.
Sometimes they look at it as it's a you problem. They don't feel like they have a problem.
Yeah.
Or they like it just the way it is.
Yeah.
They're comfortable like that.
Yeah, I like to use the expression.
But you got to also think that.
Go ahead, William.
So also nowadays, in this time, everybody wants to be their child's friend. Nobody knows roles anymore. Yep. So when you don't know your role, when you don't know your role as a child,
that's right.
You won't know your role as an adult.
That's right.
When your parents is older.
That's fact.
You can't be your child's friend. That it doesn't work like that. That's not parenting. That's not nurturing. That's not showing them how to survive in the world by being a friend. Sometimes you gotta break them down and build them up and be like, look, hey, this is not how things goes. Because I'm not gonna always be around. I'm not your friend.
That's right.
We can enjoy each other as we get older, but we still gotta know our role. Like, I fuss at my daughters because they be cussing around me. They cuss around their friends. Like, I know I cuss, but I don't want to hear my daughters cussing. Don't be cussing around me like that. And they can tell you, they're like, all right, Dad, all right, Dad. I'll be joking, but I'm dead ass serious. I really don't want to, because there's certain things, you know what I mean? But I don't fight it like I used to, but they grown and got their own lives. But come on. Now, we don't have to drop the F-bomb every 5 minutes. I don't want to hear all that. I do that enough. So, but
yeah.
So, and my girls respect me. Don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that, that's our little thing. Hey, stop cussing. You know what I mean? I know you adamant, but just, I don't want to hear you cuss. Let me cuss. I'll cuss for you. How about that?
So can I say this, because y'all know I forget. I forget. So Miss Sylvia put something, and shouts out Miss Sylvia, Queen of Wisdom Wednesday. She put in here, emotional suppression doesn't make feelings disappear. It drives them inward. She puts another consideration is the effect of slavery that slavery has in the DNA of African American women. Now, when you think of what you just said, William, about the children being the friend, because if you really think back, and not even a century ago, like, women were having kids as teenagers. So they were kids having kids too. And I'm not saying that has changed too much. So a lot of mothers, even though, of course, the opportunity is always there to learn, were not really parented per se. Because I tell you, and please correct me if I'm wrong or just decline the answer. With you being the oldest of 8 siblings, was a lot of responsibility on you as a child to take care of your siblings?
I was the family manager. I was the family manager.
I know
the
that
family manager was bestowed upon me. I had my brothers. I had 2 cousins. So yes, I've been cooking since I was 7 years old. Paying my grandmother, my grandmother worked 2 jobs. We lived with my grandmother, and I was walking to pay the bills at the bank. That was like maybe a 45-minute walk. When I got out of school, I had to make sure them dishes was done and their homework was done because my grandma had to come home to get ready to go to another job.
And your story is all too familiar in our culture, and then we are that's kind of a pattern that, like I said, a lot of kids didn't even get a chance to be a child, don't even know what a child is like. So therefore, when they have kids, they just pass that responsibility on. And so these are cycles that I'm saying all this to bring light to it so that we can find ways to break this narrative, change the narrative, because that's what is a part of things that are in our DNA right now as well. And I want to say this before I give the floor back. Cola, I don't like what you said, but I wanted to read what you said. So I correct what I say on that because this isn't good. She says, I know a woman right now who, while trying to raise her son, she broke, and she put broke in caps, his spirit, and he is 27 and so damaged, and she still calls him bitches today. That's disheartening. That's disheartening. And then that's a man.
That goes back to my point. But that goes back to my point. Sorry to interrupt you, but that goes back to my point. When that mom, she broke him so bad because she's mad. Let's look underneath the whole cover. She's mad at his dad because he left her. She took that out on him. And now he's going to, what the cycle is, what he's going to do, now he's not going to trust women. He's going to use women. He's going to make babies, and he's going to leave them. That's what's happening to him, because his mom was mad at his dad because he ain't around, and I guarantee he look like that dad. I guarantee he looks like.
Or he's going to find a woman that does that same thing to him, calls him out of his name, and keeps him broken. The same cycle.
Or he's going to find a man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
But not being funny, and I say that to say, like, even with my daughter, I in the beginning I was so hard on her. I had to be like, hold on, it's still my baby. And so I had to get a line with her where now when we talk, well, not now, but probably since she's about 17, when she's going through it and I'm being dad, she'll say, Dad, I need a friend right now. I don't. So I just I just learned to balance it out where, like, okay, let me not be hard. Let me be the friend. And a lot of kids don't have that. So of course, moms and dads, like I'd say I was like that in the beginning, don't know how to switch. Y'all know how to code switch for that man, but y'all don't know how to code switch at home when it comes to kids or boyfriend or, some people even to their parents. A lot of people have their elder parents with them, and it's just, it's just unfortunate, I think. I don't know.
When you emasculate,
I'm the queen of I'm the queen of code switching. I am my dad's firstborn son.
My daughter's my firstborn.
I'm my dad's firstborn son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
So when you emasculate somebody, or I'm so sorry. I'm just saying, when you emasculate somebody, that's more than just trauma. That's trauma on top of trauma. Especially when you emasculate a man and you trying to raise a man. Like we talked about this in our previous shows, that it's hard for a woman to raise a man to be a man, and it's hard for a man to raise a woman to be a woman, because there's certain things that we don't know how to do, and you have to go seek out help and assistance with that. But when you angry and you make that person feel bad as a child, and it's your fault that your daddy left, and this, that, and the third, that takes a whole toll, because I deal with the criminal system, and that's all you hear. Me and my mom don't get along. I can't go stay home with my mom because she's toxic. Who says that? Wow. Right? Your mom is supposed to be your mom. You only get one mom. You can have a whole bunch of daddies. You get one mom, right? Who says that they hate their mom as a man? As a man, who says that? So that tells you that it's a lot more deeper than just he hates his mom because she didn't give him some Fruit Loops on Sunday morning. It's more than that.
Wow. Okay, so let me read this comment, and then I'm gonna give the floor to Octavia to ask one question that she had on her list to ask. Rasha, or Rashad Royster said, I respectfully kind of don't agree with not being the child's friend. I think it's healthy for them to see you as a friend that they could talk to as well, but it does come with boundaries. I like that. If my child has a personal life problem, I would love for them to feel as if they can have a conversation with me around that topic. This allows me to be the outlet that these kids so desperately need. And I agree with that. I mean, but I agree with what I understand what what you said, because we do become friends with our kids when they're older, because when they're young, we're parenting. So I get that. I get that. William, you were going to say something?
So just let me clarify what I meant. Let me clarify that. So that can be don't be in the air, that not saying that you can't be an outlet for your children, but that goes to your parenting, selling your skill on how to be a parent. Being a friend or being an outlet for your children is not hanging out, dressing like them, show them how to have the baby hair on their hair. That's being a friend.
Now, what the baby hair got to do with that?
Just don't disregard that. But I'm just saying, as an example,
got a problem with baby hairs.
All men do.
I do.
But I'm with the man on that one.
The baby hairs done caught a bullet for no reason. Like, why you don't stop the baby hairs though?
But what I'm saying is that you have to draw a line. Yes, it's boundaries, but my children always can come to me, but we're not friends. If y'all get what I mean, there's a difference.
I understand what you're saying.
Being a friend, maybe it's the wording, being a friend. But what I'm saying is there's boundaries.
Let me say this. You saying it right? Because my children are 22, 17, and 8, right? So my 17-year-old, just the other day, I just had this conversation with her. She wanted to have a conversation with me, but she was telling me that I needed to start a conversation. But she came to my room asking me to have the conversation. So I said, I think you're kind of getting this misconstrued a little bit, because I'm the parent and you're the child. If you want to have a conversation, whatever it is that you want to talk about, you discuss it, and then I will respond or I will reply when it's time. So I think a lot of people are getting away from parenting, and that's why it's kind of hard to understand what you're saying, because they don't have balance. It's nothing wrong with me. I'm not shooting up the baby hairs, but at the end of the day, I still kind of put in there the old school parenting way, right? Because when respect and boundaries, it has to be there. Because I had the conversation, you kind of talked about it a little bit. I told her, I said, listen, I'm mommy. I'm going to show you grace. I said, but when you get out there in the streets, when you go work on somebody's job, when you go and have to have a conversation with another adult, or you have an assignment, so you can be in college, whatever, everybody's not going to show you the same grace that I show you.
Yeah.
So you have to learn respect and boundaries. I don't care who it is. And it's like, so we just as a culture just had to, I think it's again, it's like learned behavior a little bit too. And then people just stuck in their ways. And that's why these children, and I'm speaking like this because I have an organization on children. So I see it from all sides, just like you, William. I see it from all sides. And it's like, because they never had anybody to actually have that conversation with them and actually teach them the right way, they're still going the wrong way. And then at the end of the day, it's the children who are actually suffering. And then they become them same suffering adults that Snelly was talking about earlier, who suppress the, having the mental instabilities and all these other things. But I had to get that out because I just had to correct my daughter and tell her, like, I'm the parent and you're the child. She couldn't understand it. She kept wanting me to, well, you need to. I said, no, ma'am, that's not how this works. And I didn't yell, I didn't cuss. I didn't yell, it was just having a conversation. That's just not how this goes. Now, I'm not sure if it goes like this over to your friend's home, right? Or what they do on the other side. But in this house, you don't get to talk to me in a certain way and tell me, like, we're not having that conversation. So it's all about just, just implementing and rehearsing and just keep on putting it before them, because really they frontal lobe's not even developed and they're 25. So so we dealing with the baby hairs and everything else, but please quit shooting the baby hairs, because some of the people need it.
All right, good stuff. All right, so Janae, I'm going to let you go first, since you say you're going to have to leave before the rest of us. So ask the gentleman the first question that you had on your list, or whichever question you want to ask.
Okay. All right. This is for the married man. What's one hard truth about accountability in marriage or fatherhood that most single men aren't prepared to accept but not to hear?
Repeat that. Read that one more time. I didn't hear all the way.
All right. What's one hard truth about accountability in marriage or fatherhood that most single men aren't prepared to accept but need to hear?
Your flaws. What your flaws are. The truth about what she sees at you. She may see a flaw, and if she brings it up, and if you can't handle it, that makes you harden. That makes you, like, damn, you think that about me? But not looking at it as a hey, I'm here to enhance too. I see this, but let me help you. You may not see that flaw, but I see it. But let me help you get over that flaw, fix that flaw. If y'all get what I'm saying. Do y'all understand that part?
So let me ask you, so it's all about the delivery then?
Yes.
And I think that's the problem. A lot or
tone
some or
and
few
delivery.
Women don't know how to deliver those corrections to men.
Okay.
Tone and delivery. It's all about tone and delivery.
So if we throw a takeaway at the ladies listening, tone and delivery is a very important part of the conversation, which I agree. I fully agree with that, because like that determines if we gonna have a peaceful conversation or we gonna have a not so peaceful conversation. So I agree with that. So William, if I ultimately heard you and understood you, it's a case of accountability. If she brings something to you, a flaw to you, it is up to the person to take accountability, because what I know a lot of people tend to do is deflect and not want to take responsibility or accountability for what is being told to them. If I'm saying you offended me, and versus you listening and accepting what I'm saying, you choose to like, well, now that's not what I mean, because Don't that happen a lot? Can anybody agree or disagree with me on that? Because people are quick. Well, that's not what
I agree.
That happens, but you gotta. But that also comes with the trust and stuff. Like, yeah, that's not what I meant. But then that's when the dialogue comes in, and then that's when the accountability, because you got to own your own stuff. You know, like if I make a mistake, or like if we have a disagreement, like, you know, I might not like what she said, but like I said, I'm not gonna be mad. You know, like we're gonna talk about it, but right now, at that point, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about shit. Excuse my language. I don't want to talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Until I can fix.
This just happened last night. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. So I had to take William to urgent care, and they gave him some steroids. Told him that it was going to make his sugar go up. His sugar went up to 300. Okay, so he stops taking the steroids, and I'm like, you know, as a healthcare worker, I was like, you just can't do that. And he was like, you're not understanding. I worked hard to get my numbers down. Da 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 da. I said, you take them for 5 days. It's only 5 days. You can do this for 5 days. You're not understanding how I feel. I've been through this, like I ain't been there with him. I've been through this, and this. And right before this happened, he asked me to put his compression boots on. So he got a little attitude, went in the room, closed the door. I came in behind him. I said, do you want me to put your boots on still? He said, nah, I'm all right. I said, oh, okay. You know what I did? Took my little happy ass to sleep, rolled over and took my little happy ass to sleep. Slept all night. Right on my side. Right on my side.
Give me some, girl. Give me some.
So did I.
Nico, but oh my goodness, here we go.
Listen,
Nico is that naughty, y'all.
So on the other side of that, I got up in the morning, make sure she got something for breakfast, make sure she's got something to eat. You got your lunch ready. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna go about our business. What you cooking for dinner? Because, you know, I'm coming home late tonight. What's going on? So the thing is, that's the accountability. We don't have to argue about it. Yeah, I was upset because I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna go get quiet because we done argued already. I don't need to argue no more. I don't need those kind of blow-ups anymore. You know what I'm saying? She knows if we don't get along, we're gonna go quiet. We're gonna go quiet and then we're gonna talk later. And if I felt like putting my feet on her, I'll put my feet on it. But last night, I didn't want to put my feet on.
Dang, you was mad,
so,
man.
But
40, he was 45 high. He was 45 high, and I got right on my side.
Y'all know how I am. I was hot. But
I used my little step stool and got up on the bed. Because once I get up there, I don't get back down. I got to use step stool to get up on the bed. I got up on the bed, turned that light off, rolled over on my left side. And went to sleep.
I watched Law and Order till I fell asleep. So, but those things. So when you ask that question, about accountability, I own my stuff. Yeah, I didn't hear her. I didn't want to hear her because I already got set in my mind that my stuff is messed up. You know what I mean? But that's on me. That's not on her. But I understood what she said. I get it. But it still affects me, and I wanted some me time for me to have it affect me, right? So, but everybody's not like that, you know. It's different, you know what I mean? And accountability is big with us because, like I said, we've been together for 32 years.
Oh, that's
you see
so
what I'm
good.
saying?
That's
So it's I don't have to argue with her. I don't have to say we pick up on body language and vibes like, all right, he must have had a bad day. I'm gonna let him have his moments, and then I'll come back and talk to him later. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do all that because life is short. You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna argue. We're not gonna do none of that. And like, you know, we laugh and joke about it, but that's facts of life right now for us. And I can't speak on nobody else, but at this point in my life, man, I just want peace. And she's my peace.
We all want that.
I don't want, and if we have a discord, if we got discord, that messes up my whole day. You see what I'm saying? So I was a little ornery today when I was at work because one of my staff members snapped at me. I had to catch myself Like I was about to say, hey, look here, y'all about to go home for the day. I'm about to send your ass home for the day, cause me and her was in discord. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So not a major discord, but it's not like I'm used to. If y'all get my drift.
No, we get it. Great question. Great feedback, Janae. Thank you for that. So I'll go round robin. Octavia, what question do you have for the panel tonight?
Okay, for the men, I wanted to know what did you have to find out the hard way about women?
Anybody?
I know, right? See, I told y'all this is not scripted. They didn't know.
You know, I have 5 brothers and no sisters. So most of the training I got was from my older brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, and all that wrong and messed up. I had to learn the hard way from these guys. I definitely learned a lot of things, but through a hard way. The one thing I think I learned was just ask for what you want. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't gotta really disguise it or anything. Just whatever you want, ask for it. And and what you find a lot of times they may feel very similar, are willing to compromise or something. But when you come at them from left field, coming with not from a point of truth, but you're coming from a different perspective, and half the time they can see through it. If they don't see through it, it ends up blowing up in both your faces. You know, like, yeah, what is this all about? You know. So that was the thing that I learned was just to be honest and ask for what I want.
I like that. I like that.
Hurt people. You know, I had a ex-girlfriend prior to meeting my wife, you know, told me I was too nice. I said, what you want me to punch you in your face? Or what you want me to do? What you want me to do? How am I too nice? Because like you said, Shelly, I was being a protector, you know, being a nurturer, being a caring person. You see what I'm saying? And you know, but hurt people. The hard truth I found out about women is that when they hurt, it takes certain women a longer period of time to heal. And then when somebody comes in their life that's showing them love and caring about them and things like that, they don't know how to receive it. And then they take it out on you. But then when you move on, they want to blow you up. Talking about what you doing? I didn't know you was dating that fast, or dang, you rebounded from me quick. Right? And that's not what it is, because my wife calls this it's funny because she calls her the almost Mrs. Ward. But that's crazy to me how she made that statement, because we was never in that realm, right? But she you know, she comments on stuff that we do on Facebook, and she's married and all that stuff. So that's what I'm saying, is that like you missed out, you know, on certain things because you was hurt and you didn't heal right and you didn't understand. So that's the hard truth I found out before I met my wife, is that, man, what I got to do you know, because I wasn't raised like that. You know, my mom didn't raise me like that, to be mean and nasty to a woman. You know, my mom taught me about women, not my dad, my mom. told me how I was supposed to treat a woman. You do this, you're gonna get rewards if you do this. You know what I'm saying? You treat her like this, you're gonna get whatever you want.
You're right.
You're gonna get whatever you want. So
good.
Come on, Troy. I need to hear your answer.
Troy ain't said nothing all night.
No.
First thing over here in his lane, man. You know, I heard that, and the first thing came to my mind is I don't try to figure women out. I used to try, and it was such a challenge. I started realizing, man, like sometimes you just can't. I gave up. I'm like, I don't try to figure you out. Every individual, I give them all the love and respect in the whole wide world, but I ain't gonna try to figure it out no more, because it's not there is not a cookie cutter when it comes to women. It depends on the day. It depends on the moment. I don't try to figure women out. So that's kind of where I am now. I'm just like, yeah.
So you didn't find out nothing the hard way.
Yeah, like there is no
discovery.
No, I found out a whole lot the hard way.
Well, we didn't get it. We didn't get one.
I discovered. Don't try to figure y'all out.
Oh Lord.
Nah, because you can drive you. That's why I've been quiet. I'm like, I'm not. I ain't gonna stare at the pot tonight. I'm just gonna chill.
No, this is you have more than just me tonight. Stir up the pot. But before Shelly answers, somebody sent me a text who can't use.
Don't be scared.
Huh?
Talking to Troy.
Okay, so so I got a text because they can't respond in the chat for some reason. It says finding out this is to Octavia's question, finding out the extent to which women can be stubborn. That's one thing they found out the hard way. Ladies, do we agree?
All right.
What's wrong with stubbornness?
I'll give you a fair one.
Troy, you breaking up? I think you just froze on us, Troy. Try again.
Oh,
we gonna say he in the
Am I back?
You back?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll give you a fair one because of the work I've been doing and working with women giving birth and all this kind of stuff, right? What I can say is,
you sound like a robot.
I know. We can't hear what he's saying.
And there's a lot of that. Can you hear me?
Say it again, Troy, because you broke up.
Oh my God. I don't know. I was saying women have a lot of ego, and I was surprised at how much ego women have, because men are known for having egos, but women have a lot of ego as well.
My daughter Nico said your phone just really don't want you to tell the truth.
He already said he don't want to talk. I don't want to stir the pot. He just sitting over there doing the mannequin challenge. He just look at him.
The mannequin.
Look at him. He's doing it now.
I think he frozen.
He's
I think he frozen.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Troy, you may have to disconnect and come back because we losing you over there. She said he doing a mannequin. It's funny. That is funny.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, but we caught what you said. You said women have ego.
I had to just cut the video off.
Oh, we want to see the bald head.
Sorry, I had to cut it. Yeah, unfortunately, my internet is not letting me be great.
Okay.
You janked your internet. You said that you didn't want to say anything because you don't want to stir the pot. Now the pot is stirred and you're stuck.
But women, he shouted out one word. Women have
Somebody
egos.
got jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got ego.
Facts.
Like, we all gotta come on now. Men just hold on to their ego longer than us. That's all it is. Y'all just want to be like the men, just be stuck in ego.
We know when to let it go.
Right. We know when to, like, okay, enough is enough. We're like, we soften up, But y'all,
I don't.
You don't soften up.
No.
I'm not. Mm-mm.
She taking that thing to the grave, baby.
I'm living my truth. I don't have no problem with that.
I know that's right.
I don't always soften up, so no.
See?
Yeah, no, I have in my
the older I get, because
I have softened up.
Yeah. Well, I'm 54. I ain't got there yet, so.
Yes, you did, Maya.
I'm trying. But
you did. Okay, so Maya, wait a minute. Shelly, did you answer the question?
I didn't, but
go ahead.
I was trying to think. I think the only thing I probably learned is that, not the only thing, I learned a lot, but two things. One, all women ain't replaceable. I did learn that the hard way. And two, letting her win doesn't always mean the guy loses. That's what I learned. It's okay to let y'all win.
Yes. If you were smart, you will let us win a lot.
That's what I said most of the time. Most of the time. Y'all can have it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Listen, I'm competitive. I don't want to hear none of that.
We both are.
Man, we be playing WWE up in this joint. I get on the pin. I pin it. I'm winning. I don't care nothing about all that.
Listen,
we ain't doing none of that.
We was having a loud discussion one time, and he told me to shut up, and I didn't talk for a whole month.
See?
He said you could talk. He said you could talk now.
Yeah, that's submissive.
Tavia, please help me making that up.
Listen,
did you teach him a lesson? But did he get the lesson?
He ain't never said it again. Listen. I love my husband. I can't see me being without him. But as long as we gonna be together, you gonna get this work.
Yeah.
I will wash all his clothes and don't wash no underwear. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I've had years of experience torturing men. I got 6 brothers.
Listen, y'all see this face? Listen. Look at this face and understand that I might not have said it to where she heard that I said shut up, but I say it all the time. You just don't hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you gotta let her win sometimes.
It is.
So listen, you prove. Guess what? You prove what he said.
What?
You said under your breath, but I know you better. You ain't gonna say it again out loud. So
You gotta let her win sometimes.
You let her win.
I let her win. But when I'm here by myself, boy, she all kinds of shit. I promise you. I want to punch you in the face.
Okay,
I got to punch her bag.
You got to get it out, don't you?
I got a punch bag in the garage. I got me a puncher bag in the garage. Boy, I got her picture right up there. She don't know.
Oh my God! So you kind of like Devo. You like Chris Tucker. I got mind control over Devo. He be like, shut the F up. I be quiet, but when he leave, I be talking again.
Look, but at least he get his frustration out in the puncher bag. And so when he come back to her, then
he be outside talking to whole trees.
Okay,
whole trees. I do. That's how I keep
and the girls be like, Dad outside again. I'm like, oh, okay. He could be outside. Okay.
But you say he better be.
Listen, William know not to walk past me too fast because I have a whole hood flashback. I be like, hey, look, you too close. You too close. You in my space.
Yeah.
And he be like, this.
I knew you were
like,
you're safe.
You're safe here. You're safe here. This is a safe space. You're too close.
I was going to say, y'all need to come
in trouble tonight.
Man, I ain't worried about all that, man. Shit, this is my whole birthday month. This is my birthday month. I don't worry about nothing.
He ain't got nothing to worry about.
I don't worry about nothing.
He ain't got nothing to worry about. Listen, when we get off of this thing, he gonna take a shower. I'm gonna put his compression boots on. He gonna go to sleep with his compression boots on. I'm gonna take him off in the middle of the night while he's still asleep. William, cool, because he got to get me to work tomorrow.
And if I had me a fruit cup and some chocolate milk, I'm good. Give me a fruit cup and some chocolate milk. I don't worry about nothing. That solve everything.
Nico say y'all like this all the time. Nico I hope y'all know this happens.
And we are.
I love it.
There was a girl. I don't know how the conversation started, but I said, if if me and William was to ever break up, I wouldn't give him no trouble, because I've been with him long enough to know what happens when he's stressed out and stuff. And William got babies and grandbabies that he needs to take up. So I'm not going to be the thing that gives him trouble. I said, I'm gonna make sure he got his medicine. I'm gonna make sure he goes to all his doctor's appointments, you know, rub one out for him every once in a while if that's what he wants. You know, it is what it is. But
William got
I need my
one.
money on the first. I need him to go to work
He
because
got
I need my
one.
money on the first.
That
He
is
got-
commendable.
He got him a
love
good
it.
one. He got a good
I'm
one.
gonna make
Look.
sure William get whatever he needs to be stress-free,
Listen.
so he can go to work every day, because I need my money on the first.
Period.
So look,
Hey, that explains
look,
them 32 years, brother. I see why you there, William. I mean, that explains
listen,
them 32 years, brother. You know
and
what? You know, if you got it like that, brother, I could do 32 too. Yeah.
Exactly.
and understand. And all jokes aside, understand this didn't come. This took work and time and fighting and fussing and all that stuff. But there is somebody for you, because I didn't believe in myself. I can promise you, I didn't believe, just because of the shit I saw my dad do to my mom. I didn't think I was worthy enough to find a woman like that, because I saw what my dad did to my mom. You see what I'm saying? And you know, kids model what they see, right? You grow up, and my mom worked and took care of my dad no matter how bad he treated her. And I didn't want to be like that. So, you know, I thank God for all of that. You know, we laugh and joke, and I like sharing our story because it's funny, but it's serious at the same time. And if I can help somebody understand that, hey, look, we're gonna be all right. Cause I told her we break up. Shit, I see you in the club. I'm coming in my pajamas. You ain't supposed to be having fun. We ain't broke up yet. Fuck you sniggling and giggling with your girls. Come on out here. I need to talk
crazy,
to you. Be right in them bushes.
deranged.
You know what I'm saying? So, but just know I share this with you guys, and I'm so glad y'all invited me to this platform, because I want to share that, because I think I didn't believe in myself that I would find somebody that would love me for me and no chaser, right? Because I'm off the chain. I was reckless. She saved my life because I was on the verge of going the other route. You see what I'm saying? When I met her,
because you came
and
from
I was out there like that. I was about that lifestyle from the suburbs, but I also was slinging. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I was on that lifestyle. So
you about that life. All right, William. I hate to cut you off. I want us to get at least one question in for Maya. So I think you all agree. I need to bring them back in. I need to bring them back in. So, but Maya, go ahead and pop off your question, my love.
William kind of hit on it. So, what does it take to inspire or motivate a man for him to be the best version of himself from his mate?
I'm gonna say maturity.
Okay.
I'm gonna say maturity, because you got to be mature enough to be able to hear when you have greatness around you. When you have a great woman, you may not always know, and that's what Shelly was saying earlier. Sometimes you come back and you realize that later in life. Sometimes you're not ready, and so I think part of it comes with maturity. I think if you're mature enough to be able to like recognize what you have, and I think you also have to probably have some experience, just like anyone else. You got to have some experience with some bads in order to know when you got greatness. And so I think for me, it is really about being at a level in life where you're mature enough to have conversation and recognize what you have.
Nice.
Shelly?
I'm gonna just say that after what Troy said, I think you seeing the wins. Like a man, he does and will listen, and then once he sees the results from that, and it worked out and it's positive, then it I think that's kind of how we understand and learn. A lot of us, yeah. So if you got a woman always saying something and none of it transpired and she don't follow through and you didn't benefit from it, you're not gonna ever take it serious. Right. But if she followed through and did her part regardless of you, and then you won, one turned into two and two turned into four, it's like, all right, let me sit back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rondi?
I don't really think there's anything she can do. And I say that because I feel as though I have to do the work myself. Mm-hmm. And once I do the work on myself, I know my flaws, know my deficiencies, and accept them. All the unfavorable things about me, then I am capable of loving deeply once I really do the work on myself. You know, I think that comes first. Really knowing yourself.
I think it's like I must piggyback on Troy with the maturity because I had to grow up a lot. You got to grow up because, you know, I can't, you have to grow up and know who you are. If you don't know who you are, I don't care what kind of relationship you're in, friendship, family, in a relationship with another, with a person. If you don't know who you are and if you're not comfortable in your skin, nothing's going to work. And you can't give nothing to somebody else because I can't make her happy. She got to be happy with herself. And I got to be happy with myself. And then we bring that happiness together. I can't make her happy. Money don't make her happy. Things don't make you happy. That all can fade away just like that. You know what I mean? If you're not happy and you can look at yourself and, man, I'm happy with me. I'm happy. I'm cool. Let's go do something. That's why I just, yeah, it's maturity. And you got to go through some stuff. If you ain't been through some stuff, you can't say I'm going to get in a relationship. You got to be in some stuff. Yep. You got to be in something to go through something, to really respect it and understand it and be able to look at stuff. Like, everybody got their own truth as us men. Like I said, I'm the only one married, but they all have Troy and Shelly and Rondi. They got their own truths because of their own experiences. Like me, I think I wanted to be married because I wanted to do better than my parents. Because I didn't see, my mom was old school, death do his part, no matter how you was treated. Right? I didn't want to do that. And I think that's why we got along together, because we both come from those kind of situations with our parents. You know what I mean? And we worked extra hard not to be like our parents. And we wanted to see to be successful in marriage. You see what I'm saying? And be happy, not want to be. Before my mom passed, her and my dad was sleeping in twin beds, like Lucy and Ricardo. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I didn't want to live like that. So I think that's what it is the maturity. And if you don't, everybody has their own experience. I have women do all kinds of stuff to me, man. Say all kinds of stuff. Try to, and I could have been hardened. But when I met her, it was like, I was a re-virgin. You ever heard of that?
Here we go.
That's a new term to me.
Here we go.
That's another topic, but we go on. But I'm just saying maturity. I'm just saying I was a re-virgin when I met.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so now I'm going to do this in reverse. Mm-hmm. Troy, give me a question for the women. And everybody, we're going to have to do a rapid fire because we're going to get ready to bring this home on responses. I'm going to give the guys an opportunity to ask a question. All right, rapid fire. Troy, give me a question for the women.
You know, I didn't really put a lot of thought into this one. So, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is wanting to know how can a man actually how can a man be his best self for you? Because like, and I guess that's an individualized thing. Every woman gonna have her own thing, like you know, her own things that make her happy and make her, you know, work for her. But I'm curious for women, you know, just like you're asking us, like you know, hey, you know, what is your thing? What can a man bring? I don't really have quite the right words right now because you put me on the spot. But I'm curious as to know though what things can a man bring and to you that you'd be open to? Like what is it that you want to see from a man?
Well, Maya, I guess we're the single ones here. So
Mhm.
if I were to answer that question, I would start with I would want a man to be emotionally available as a starting point. I would want a male, a person that has really kind of done some work on themselves as far as whereas trauma is concerned. Like a lot of the stuff that we talked about tonight, what work have you done on yourself so that you can be, to answer Maya's question, the better version of yourself? Because insanity is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result. So if you don't do work on yourself, how can you show up for me? Because you really aren't showing up as the best version of yourself. That's my short answer. Maya?
Honesty, emotionally stable, and supportive with not just words but actions.
Like that. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
that.
I think just a man being their authentic self, being good with being vulnerable, being strong, being a kid, being an adult. You know, just be your authentic self.
Mhm.
See, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, because a lot of people have a problem being their authentic self, because I think it was said earlier, I think William, you said it, people don't know who they are.
Mhm.
When if people really start giving themselves permission to really spend time with themselves, and Rhonda, you're a yoga instructor, so you know, and that requires that quiet time, that meditation time, that time in nature. If people really start spending more time with themselves, what the scripture say, be still and know that I am God. When you start spending time with yourself, then you really get to know you. You get to love you. You get to appreciate you. A lot of people want love, looking for love in all the wrong places, when they fail to realize it starts within. Good one. Um, who I had Rhonda, you got a question for us tonight, for the women?
Yeah, I'm gonna lighten it up though a little bit. I'm gonna lighten it up. Um, you're gonna have to put 3 different men in the category, right? Love them, leave them, marry them, side dude.
What's that again?
What's the question?
Yeah.
Okay, 4 men, you have to put them in one of these categories. Like
They cutting
the
off.
man. Oh, so you got to put these men in a category. Like your ultimate love, the one you're going to marry, the one you're going to throw to the curb, and that's going to be your side dude.
Okay, I got that, but what's the question?
Yeah, why
Okay,
would we be putting them in categories?
okay, I'll go first. I will probably marry someone like Rashad.
Like we missed the question,
I would.
Rhonda. You
Yeah,
broke
we're
up
trying to see what
halfway.
the question is.
Yeah, what's the question?
The question is, I want to hear what the men, the if you guys put those men in the category, what the like or what those? Are you guys still confused?
So what men are you
Yeah,
talking
what
about?
man?
What men are we putting into a
Oh,
category?
you want okay? Uh,
I'm
Denzel.
just not
Denzel.
understanding the question. I hear what you're
Okay.
saying. I just don't understand the
Okay.
question.
Okay. Denzel Washington. Wesley Snipes. I think his name is Kojo or he. I think his name Kojo. LeBron James.
So celebrity men.
Yeah, celebrity men.
Okay.
I still think we lost. I think.
Okay. Oh, I'll scratch. Um, 3 characteristics of your ideal man.
There you go.
That's a good one.
There you go.
We can get with that because first of all, side pieces. I don't even like that song. I left home to be with my side piece. Like I don't even like that song for that right there. So yeah. 3 characteristics. I went first the last time. Anybody else want to go first?
I'll go. Understanding, empathy, understanding, same thing. I love a smart man. I love a nerd. That's why I got William. So intelligence, emotional intelligence, and be funny. Like everything is not that serious. On a scale of 1 to 10, how is it going to impact your life?
Good one, Maya.
Definitely someone that likes to have fun. Has to be smart, have intelligent conversation, give me something to think about. Can switch, know how to be professional and got a little hood in him, know how to relax a little bit, I like a strong, dominant man. And a caring person with a soft enough heart to be caring and truthful. Yeah. Well, brutally honest. I like brutally honest. Yeah.
Y'all pretty much answered my question because when you were saying that, I was like, yeah, I want a man to be like, I got you. Because I want to feel safe. So I want a man with the characteristics of I am a provider, I am a protector. And and another characteristic, again, going back to what I said earlier, a man who knows who he is. Because a lot of men lose good women because they get and I've heard this before from men. Like I've had good women, but I didn't appreciate them, or I just no. When you find a good one and you can identify with that characteristic, you need to look. We ain't getting younger. You need to take the necessary steps to, in a sense, lock that down. So what did I say? A protector, provider, love to have fun, spontaneous. Yeah. Because I like structure at times, but also I like spontaneity. Let's get up and do a trip. Let's do a day trip, or we can do a staycation, something like that. But for me, I believe in living life to the fullest. So somebody that's gonna make me allow me to have fun. All right, William, your turn.
What can you bring? What can a woman bring to enhance me and to end up us, to enhance us in me? What can you bring to the table? Because that everybody always talk about what you can bring to the table. What you gonna bring? Because I'm smart. I got 2 degrees. I work hard. What you gonna bring? Sex. I don't want to hear sex because that come a dime a dozen. I got $1 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? That could be whatever. But what can you bring that's going to enhance me emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, just whatever. That's my question. What are a few things that you bring?
First of all, you ain't got no dollar.
Shut up.
And
answer the question.
And if a woman has her own identity and her own goals in life, and you end up, coming together with those goals, that's where the enhancement comes in. I got you and you got me. If William want to sell ice cream in the wintertime, I'm gonna be out there holding the scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be out there holding the scoop. And that's all it is. If he fails, I fail. If I fail, he fails. And that's not what we do around here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got kids watching. I got babies watching me. I don't fail.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I bring. That's what I bring to the table. I got your back. That's what I bring to the table.
Okay, I'm not asking. I already know your answer. I want to hear everybody else.
Oh, see, are you getting smart?
I love
No,
that.
so I'll
This
bring
is my
you
question.
up, Octavius. So I'll say, and just my experience in marriage, where my husband fell short, I took up the slack. I pushed him like, I'm gonna push you to be the best version of you if you allow me to. Now, if you don't allow me to, then that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
I can bring the knowledge that I know. I'm a go-getter. I'm gonna try. If we fail, we're gonna fail together, and we're gonna get up. I'll take his lead. Whatever he want to lead and do, I'm gonna back him with that. Or if he say no, I'll let you do it. I'm humble enough to do it either way. It doesn't bother me, but I don't set expectations of a person that I can't bring to the table. Like I'm not gonna tell you got to have this and have that, and I don't have the same thing. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supportive. I'm with you to the end till you cross me. Yeah, till you cross.
All right. Well, I guess it's simple for me. I'll just say a strong support system. One thing about me is like I'm down. I'm down. I got your back. Yeah. Whatever, whatever you need, I'm your shoulder to cry on. I'm your, whatever. You short here. Whatever I got that I'm able to do, I'm gonna do. I believe in helping a man feel that he's a man. And I feel far too long women have diminished men by talking down to them and stuff like that. So I'm going to be the listener. I'm going to be the support. Hey, if you weak or if you need whatever you need my help with, I got you. Shelly.
And I'm going to pray for my man and cover my man. We're going to be good.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm already praying for him. I'm already praying. So, he coming. It's just a matter of time. Shelly, what you got for us?
I guess I don't know which one I want to ask. So I'm gonna ask both. One, why do women act like they don't want somebody knowing good and well they want them? And two, why do women think a man is supposed to give it all up, prove to her beyond a reasonable doubt that he could be that before she kick in and do all those things y'all talk about?
So say the first question again. I'm gonna answer that.
Why do women act like they don't want a man knowing good and not want a man, but a woman can be attracted to a man, but she's gonna act like she's not. Why do y'all do that?
So I'll say, I don't know why all women, but for me, my past trauma caused me to do that. So it made me put up a shield with myself so that I wouldn't go through the same thing again. It was fear. I say fear for me. It was fear.
And the second question.
Then once you realize they wasn't that person, and then it's over. It's too late then.
Yeah. And go ahead and answer the second one. What was the second one, Shelly?
Why do women think a man gotta jump through all the hoops to prove he's that man before she even kicks in, beginning to do the things like you guys talk about?
If she really act like that, She probably a little special, a little touched. Just a little special. And she probably don't have what she's expecting him to do, so she needs somebody else to have it.
Insecurity and lack of intelligence, lack of role models.
Yeah, because for me to answer that question, like that doesn't apply to me, because what I do, I meet a person and I let them show me them. So I'm not even I don't want you to ask me what I'm looking for in a man, because I'm not going to answer it, because I want you to be you and let me see if you're what I'm looking for. So that one, I'm open, and I'm going to allow you to show me you. So that will help me with I don't have to put up this wall of this. Oh, I'm hard to get. No, I'm just gonna be me. You gonna be you, and we gonna figure it out. What was the first question again?
That was really the second question. Why do he got to show you who he gonna be before you show him who you gonna be? Like, what makes y'all think that's how it works?
No, I don't think it's how it's work. I believe in being me. One thing I can say that I have heard about me my whole life is I'm real. So what you see, is what you get. Now you get to make the choice as to whether or not you like it or not. And then now that my throat chakra is open, like wide open, there was a time in life I suppressed a lot of emotions and feelings and didn't speak my truth. But now you're gonna get my truth. But I'm gonna be respectful to my tone and my delivery on that.
All right.
Octavia, and then we're gonna bring this in.
I really wish I had an answer for you. I really do wish
so you probably wouldn't have an answer.
No, well, I mean, I wasn't always married. We didn't grow up together.
We didn't go back to the almost Mrs. Ward. He did go back to the almost Mrs. Ward.
We'll wrap it
up. See, he had scallywags before me. And we're still discussing that, because how you gonna have some? But Shelly, I really wish I had a question for you, because all I can say is just lack of role models. They're trying to be something they're not. They're trying to be what they see on TV, where they got these men chasing them and got them paying for everything. And what can you do for me? Not what we can do together. But it's just a lack of role models, lack of emotional intelligence.
Okay. Good talk, y'all. Okay, I said every quarter.
Good answer.
I said every quarter. We might have to do this every other month. Guys, I'm gonna text and get your thoughts on that. So y'all, every quarter.
You're going too far. You're going too far.
Y'all, you need your time. You need your time.
You're going too far.
Listen. Yeah, we had this discussion the other day where I told William, I said, William been looking for me his whole life.
Period. And look, and we all see why he got you. Why he kept you around.
And he was like, I wasn't a mess. I said, no, the universe seen you was a mess and put me in your line of sight. And now we're here.
And now
I was under the influence.
32 plus years later, because it was.
And he's been working on my nerves the whole time.
We see why you married, William. You all right? You did good.
Listen, I was under the influence when I met her.
Oh, William.
Hey, that's even that. All you did was gave her more credit. Thank you for being the woman you is.
I'm just letting you know. I'm telling you. I promise you, I was. Yeah. And then she ate my last bit of Chinese food, and there he is. And then she stole the first kiss.
I love it. I love it.
Right? Hey, that's perfect. What the girls do, how y'all do it, which finger is it?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That's my truth, y'all. Y'all don't understand.
No, we love this. We love this. And yes, guys, listen, gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to infringe upon your night. But yeah, I think this would be a good quarterly a good quarterly talk. So I'm gonna do it quarterly. I'm gonna let the men have they unchallenged nights with with me. Whereas in fact, guys, y'all was saying some stuff the last time. I had a couple people, even my son, say to me, "Your facial expression." You wanted you wanted to say something, but y'all know I won't chat. It's a free space for y'all to have y'all conversation. But people say they saw it on my face. But with that being said, again, everybody, thank you so much. So I'm going to do this. Rondi, tell everybody about you and how they can contact you, and give any final words that you have on this talk tonight. And guys, I apologize we went over, but y'all see this is a good talk, had a full house, so it went over a little bit. I thank you guys for being patient. Rondi, give us some final words and how people can contact you.
Then I'm about to sign off because I gotta get going. Rondi, aka Chocolate Buddha, Chocolate Buddha Wellness, Chocolate Buddha Yoga. I'm on YouTube. That's also my website. I run another organization called Black to Yoga, Afrocentric Yoga. And I think the last thing I want to say is, where your dog at?
You breaking up again? Why is your phone?
Where your dog at, Shelly?
I heard him, and
Where your dog at,
Pootie,
Shelly?
Pootie, where you at, Pootie?
we ain't seen the dog all
Pootie's
night
here.
long,
Your
man.
Pootie's here. Where Pootie at?
All right. That. So, this has been a lot of fun. I definitely like this dynamic with the ladies. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on and sharing your expertise. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Rondi. Much love to you. All right, William. I'm sorry. No, let me switch to the ladies. Let me go alternate. Dr. Maya, final words, and also tell the people, if you like, how they can get in contact with you.
Final words. I enjoyed the show. Great conversation. We need to do it again. You can contact me at bruisebnb.org.
And quickly, tell people what bruisebnb.org is.
I have a domestic violence nonprofit where we go out and help women and children find them a safe place to stay, cope with what they have going on in their situation, and a number of things. Help them navigate coming through, living in that situation. Yeah.
Nice. Good work you're doing. Love you. I appreciate you. All right. So, William, what you got for us? Final words and how the people can contact you if they desire. Especially the married men who may want to get some tips from you.
The single man, how to get a wife. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen, I just enjoy life, man, and recognize who you are and share that with somebody that's going to treat you with respect and love you for who you are. That's it. And I guess I can be reached at I don't even know my social media stuff. Facebook, wward128@gmail.com. And what's my Instagram? What's that thing? Hey, lady, what's my Instagram?
It's 5 heartbeats.
Okay, there you go.
See,
that's why I married her.
I love it. I love it.
You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to know shit that I don't know. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what she's supposed to do. That's her job. I don't ask for much.
I think you restoring Shelly faith in relationships.
Yeah, I'm over just cheesing. Like, I love it.
Yeah, because Shelly, I think the last time somebody called me, they was like, "Oh, Shelly, I wanted, yeah." And
I believe
they was like,
again.
Yeah,
I believe.
Good stuff.
You can get it, Shelly. You too, okay. Troy. Y'all can get it. Y'all can get there. It's never too late.
Look, hold on. You got 2 women on here too. We gonna get there, Maya. Maya, we gonna get there. Maya, we gonna get there.
Yeah, I am.
Exactly.
They don't make too many like that though, William, bro. You got a one of a kind, bro. You got a one of a one, bro. They don't make them like that no more. So you know, this
made
new
me soft.
got to be a little different.
He made me soft.
Don't y'all get on me, y'all women. Don't get on me. I'm just saying, but it ain't the same. He did win.
So I guess if I'm getting this, Octavia, you're becoming the role model. So I guess they're saying they need to clone you. I think that's what I'm getting out of this conversation.
What I'm saying is
somebody
in here that maybe they can take it in and recognize it. Yeah, that's it. That's the recipe right there. That's the recipe. You follow that recipe, you winning. You get 30.
I gotta work on my tone and delivery, because you know I tell people I don't give relationship advice, because what I say to my man might get you punched in the head. So I don't give out relationship advice.
You don't have to. You just show up and people get to see it for themselves. See, that's the thing. What y'all got is authentic, and people get to see what it is. They get to see how y'all work and coordinate and cap on each other. And it's still fun, and people get to see that. And that's what they need to see. It does restore your idea of what a relationship can be, right? It should be fun. You should be able to have fun with each other, talk trash, and it's still good. You know what I mean? I love it.
Me too.
Because she's done some things to me that I told her that. Listen. She's done some things to me, and I said when she get older, I'm gonna hit her in that ovary, and then we're gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? When ain't nobody around, I'm gonna bang.
Shelly.
You know
Shelly,
William
and them hoes, man.
Hey.
I hope they're gonna check you out tomorrow, man. You might be bruised.
So look, you know this is the universal sign. That's the universal sign for being abused.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all don't never have to worry about nothing happening to William. William is safe with me because dead money runs out. I can work William forever.
Oh shit!
Hey, you gotta love it.
Yo, man.
If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go like that. If I'm gonna go. Hey, look,
William is safe. This William is safe. William is very, very safe.
I'll talk to you guys later about that.
Okay, I guess that's a topic for next month. That's a talk for next month. Keep that in mind. All right. Listen, Shelly. Final words, and of course, let the people know how they can get in contact with you.
Final words is always be yourself, and I'm learning if it's something you want, go get it, because it ain't gonna always be there.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And you can reach me at butter3d@gmail.com. All real estate needs, all real estate wants. I'm here, question simple. And so everyone knows Pootie is safe. She made it home. She's here. We back home now.
Hey Shelly, I got a question, and this might be a little off topic. Why they call you Butter? Because you light skinned?
Well, no, it was a joke when I was a kid from my brother, and it just
that's a light skin thing, bro.
It was related to that, but let me tell you, I hated it so much, but I couldn't whip my brother and them. So in high school, I just outsmarted them and said, "Now y'all have to call me that." So now that's what it is. Now you have to. I hated it, but now since I can't whoop you, now this is what it is, and it's stuff.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah, he did a joke. My brother, he looked just like Troy. That's why I was looking at Troy. Like he always did something to me. So
y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. Octavia, my love. Thank you so much for being here. Final words for the people and how they can connect with you if they need some marital advice or single women's advice from you, because you a role model. Y'all the two role models.
Okay, so my social media is Tay Ward on Facebook, and my email is at Octavia C. Ward at gmail.com. And I also have another email, is Tazy Daisy Inc., where I have some natural, all homemade natural body butters and beard oils and all kinds of things like that. And my final words is just laugh, just be silly, especially if you had a traumatic life growing up. Now's your time to have fun.
Period.
Be silly.
Period.
I agree, because people have been taught to take life too serious, and it's time to put that belief to the side. It's time you handle your business, but you need to have fun as you're enjoying the journey, because everybody focus on the end but not enjoying the in between. So yes, very good, very good, very good. Troy. Final words for the people.
Same thing as always, love yourself enough to love on yourself. And yeah, you can reach me at Troy the Doula. You can reach me at Troy the Doula at Gmail. I also have an Instagram, although I don't use it. But I do reply to messages on there though. So it's yeah, Troy the Doula as it's written on the screen. And so yeah, love yourself. Love yourself, love on yourself so you can love on somebody else. So yeah.
Nice. And Nico put in the chat, buy mama's products. They're good. Buy them. So yes, so definitely reach out to her. And I'm actually using her hair care product because she was here a couple months ago. And I got it. So it is very good stuff here. So listen, share my screen. For those who don't know me, I am Tammi B. I am a coach / spiritual mentor and transformational speaker. I would love to work with you one-on-one or be a part of your event. You can go to www.tammib.com to schedule a complimentary 20-minute introductory session to see if my coaching services would fit into your lifestyle. Also, I am an author, to which the information is on the screen. I use my life story to help you with yours. You can also go to my website as well to obtain a copy of that also. So listen, with much love and gratitude, guys, I can't thank you all of you enough. Ladies, thank you guys for making this such a wonderful debut. So we definitely gonna have you back next quarter. Look, men have spoken. It'll be next quarter, and we're gonna do this again because I know that these type of conversations will continue to add value to the lives of people, and our whole goal is to change the narrative. We want to break these walls down and bring people together. We want the hurt people to stop hurting each other, hurting other people, and we want people to start loving themselves. So that's what this is about. So I thank you guys, to my panel, to my guests, my viewers. I just say thank you. I can't express through enough gratitude for you all being a part. Again, apologies for us going over, but this is one of those nights that it happened. So listen, again, I invite you, if you're not part of our community, please join us by subscribing, as we are here weekly at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, as well as share this message with someone. Support us by clicking the like button. And again, that is for the free 99. It costs you absolutely nothing to support us. All right. So listen, in closing, I leave you all with this. 5 tips for good mental health in 2026 and beyond. 1, prioritize sleep and movement. 2, limit digital overload. 3, cultivate connection and boundaries. 4, practice mindfulness and gratitude. 5, build a support plan. Focusing on these areas supports your well-being by managing stress, fostering presence, and ensuring you have the resources you when needed. And also, again, to Dr. Maya, to Shelly, and William. Oh, look at them hugged up. To William, I say happy birthday to you guys. Happy birthday. Love you guys. Troy, love you. I appreciate you guys. And listen, stay amazing, everyone. Peace, love, and blessings.